Unbiased TV, we're back at you. Make sure you to hit the like and subscribe video before the video even starts. Now today the topic is Mr. Ben Simmons. My whole thoughts on the Ben Simmons situation is pretty simple. I believe both sides have failed each other miserably. Ben Simmons is from Canada. He's what I like to call a suburban basketball player. There's nothing wrong with that, but guys like myself grew up really playing where you can play at, that being on hardwood, if you're lucky, blacktop, concrete, even grass, believe it or not. But Ben Simmons was blessed with a lot of talent and a lot of size. Ambidextrous, 6'10" and a half, very athletic, ball handling skills, can see the floor, and very elite defender, which is his most impressive thing about him, in my opinion. However, he has one big flaw to his game, and that might be the biggest flaw. He can't shoot. Ben Simmons is an awful shooter from beyond the arc, and that was well known. And the Philadelphia Sixers did a great job camouflaging him. They put shoes around Steph Curry, brother Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, who's probably the most imposing figure in the game besides Giannis, in my opinion. They dominate in the paint. Tobias Harris, who they bought in, Danny Green, just marksmen that they bought in and have put around Ben Simmons. And that's what you do with your franchise player. You put pieces there that complement him the most. Because people have flaws, and that's okay. But I believe everybody's upset and disappointed and quite confused with Ben Simmons with just the way he's handled his disappearing act against the Atlanta Hawks. Ben Simmons didn't take a shot in fourth quarter in multiple games. This man, the play that everybody remembers is the play where he had Trae Young and he's supposed to dunk him through the rim and he passes it off to Thibault, and that changed momentum, which I agree. But I don't believe it's fair to just blame Ben Simmons for the collapse. Yes, he is the floor general, the point guard. And yes, he does dictate pace. And yes, he has not improved on his offensive game, which he should. When he's making that type of money, he just signed a max extension. But I believe it's a lot of blame to go around. Doc didn't necessarily put him in the best positions. If you remember correctly, when the media called out Doc on if he would sit him, Doc said, "You think I'm going to sit Ben Simmons? You don't know basketball. So he's got to take some blame. Joel Embiid, he's got to take some blame. When you're the best player, you have to take blame. That's just how it is. He didn't play perfect. Danny Green was hurt. They struggle. But they should have beat Atlanta. There's no excuses made. But his representation, this plan that they've tried to execute, is really laughable at this point. He puts it out, stories, allegedly, that he's not going to come and participate in any team functions. It was rumored that some teammates even decided to fly out and see him because of these things, and he told them not to come. So he doesn't show. They start finding him. At this point, the agent, who he's repped by Clutch Sports Agency, headed by Rich Paul, and they got prominent clients: Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Draymond Green. The list goes on. It's a pretty prominent agency, and they got a lot of big clientele in sports. But however, I believe Ben Simmons wasn't given the best advice in this instance, because when you come up short the way he did, I believe the best possible outcome, yes, that's cool, I want to be traded, but I believe that you should go to work, perform, and lift your trade value. Because why would somebody want a distressed asset? Because that's what Ben Simmons is at this particular point.